Hello, welcome to another vlog. मेरा नाम Caitlin. Hey, this is Sourabh and we are in Milano, Italy. Right behind us you can see the Milano Cathedral. There's so much history here, so this is the first spot that we had to come to on our whole day in Milan. So we'll kind of take you around, show you our sights, but of course we had to show you the cathedral first. Fun facts about this cathedral: if you look really close, there's a lot of stained murals and sculptures, so there's about 2,300 of those on this cathedral. And the cool thing is that this is supposed to be the tallest building here in Milan. I think there's a rule now that says that you cannot build a building higher than this, but there are 15 buildings that are higher than this. It is very pretty. You have to pay, I think, 10 euros to go inside. They have special visitations, so there's also a lot of free museums to do around here. So if you're coming to Milan, this is the first place that I would recommend to go because there's lots of shops. They have the Galleria right over here, and you can see all the birds. I don't know why they're all flying. So this is a very pretty area. I think somebody's feeding those birds over there, but there's a lot of pigeons here. And one thing to keep in mind, also beware of scams here. There might be people that will approach you with a sign saying, subscribe to my YouTube. We encountered that actually, so do not subscribe to their YouTube because it's a QR code that will take you God knows where. But look at this, this is really pretty. You could stare at the cathedral for hours, and there's lots of stuff to do around here, so make this your first stop.
So the Milan Cathedral is in the Duomo neighborhood. So if you're looking to stay in an Airbnb or a hotel, make sure to be around 10 minutes distance from the Duomo neighborhood. When you're facing the Milan Cathedral on your left, that's where the Galleria is. That's where we're headed right now. It has a lot of shops, a lot of branded goods stores, Gucci stores, Prada stores, and a lot of big brand stores right here, right by the cathedral. So let's check out those shops and we'll show you inside of it.
Here's the cathedral, here are the shops, and Milan is actually known as their fashion and shopping capital, and it's also known as their financial district. So you'll find a lot of bougie shops like Gucci, they have the Starbucks Reserve, Fenty, Prada. Any high-name brand will be at this Galleria. It's huge, it is very pretty.
There's a lot of songs that Bollywood has shot inside this Galleria. If we go just a little ahead, that's where the center of the Galleria is. That's where everybody takes their pictures, and that's where all the big brand shops are. I think I've seen Gucci right here. There's Louis Vuitton, there's Gucci, and these are some expensive restaurants right inside the Galleria. And I don't know how to trust these restaurants when we are inside of a famous place, because sometimes they are just there to attract tourists or visitors who are coming to visit the place. But they do give you the view of the center of the Galleria. Right there is Louis Vuitton. There's Prada right there, Giorgio Armani, Dior, and Prada here again. It's really known for like the expensive shopping area. So if you're looking to spend some money, you come here to the Galleria right by the cathedral and drop some cash.
Lots of free museums here in Milan, so if you're looking to do free budget activities, there's lots of free museums. We might head to one later. There's also a Wes Anderson cafe that was designed by him here in Milan, so that's also exciting.
They have some fest going on the other side, so it's always lively and happening around here. So a lot of tourists who are visiting right now. You can bring your dogs, you can walk around with your dogs. Little kids are here. There's also McDonald's right in the back, right there. So a little mix of the old architecture, the old Italian architecture, and the new modern shopping area that makes this Galleria super interesting for me. There's a lot of people here, a lot of South Korean tourists here. So we have noticed that in Italy there is a lot of South Korean tourists. Maybe this is like their place that they want to go to from that side of the world.
And if you walk this way, I think I've been saying on our whole journey here in Europe that if you're wanting gelato, don't get this gelato just because it's stacked super high and it has air and chemicals in it, I've heard. Stay away from that gelato. Get the gelato that's more flat. Got done taking pictures in the Galleria. I cannot believe how many shops there are. Definitely not going shopping for Dior or Prada, but we took a lot of photos and videos, so I'm so excited to see how those are going to turn out. And it's really cold. I'm wearing a skirt and I should have worn an inner under that. So it's about 40 degrees. We're gonna go take some more pictures in front of the cathedral. A lot of cafes to eat here. Who knows where we're gonna be eating later, but we're gonna go back to the cathedral and admire its beauty one more time. We just hung out in that library over there just to warm up. They have lots of shops to go in here to sneak in to warm up. And we also went into this little pop-up. They had all kinds of brands in there, so that was cool. We're gonna head over to Open Garden and show you around there. We had a great time over here. It's very pretty. You could get lost staring at the Milano Cathedral, and it looks like they're also doing construction at the top of it. So it's nice they restore their buildings here instead of let it tarnish. And if they were building this for 6 centuries, from the 1300s they've been building this. A lot of attractions you can pay for here, and there's also free ones. So we're gonna go to the free ones. One of the free attractions is taking a picture in front of this and admiring it. So that's what we did. So we're gonna show you more of Milan.
It's the first time we came down to their subway system. We haven't used any of their subways yet. But this is an M1 train that we are taking right underneath the cathedral. There is a Duomo station. We are on our way down. I just paid with my Apple Pay, just like any other place. You could just pay with Apple Pay and just walk in, just tap and go. This is what the train looks like. And this is where we're going towards. Let's go. We're in the right train. Caitlin was confused.
When we were up by the cathedral, I fed some birds. I'll show you the video. We didn't get it on the vlog, but he came up to me. I was trying to get the birds to come in my hand, and then I knew it was scam. So he came up to me right away with the bird food. And I'm like, no. And then Sourabh took it, and then I held the bird, so that was fun. The birds were very ticklish. You can see on the screen. Yeah, you can see on the screen that I was laughing. There's so many birds. One bird just sat on my arm. It's so cute. That was so fun.
So we just got off. It's our train going. That's our station right there. Cairoli. This is how their train looks like from outside. It's like basic subway. Same subway station. Cleaner, pretty clean. We could have walked here. It was about 14 minutes walk, but since it's getting cold, we just decided to take a train because the station was right there under the cathedral, and it's just 2 stops away. So I think you have to tap out as you go as well, so they know how much to charge you. I would say it's just like Japan, but in Japan you just have to tap your Suica card.
One of these museums is paid, Triennale is paid. The other one I believe is free. And they have a beautiful outdoor garden we're gonna check out. So this is a very nice place to come after the cathedral.
So we made it to Castello Sforzesco. This is one of their most popular things to come and look at when you are visiting Milan. They have a train station right here. So the tram just takes you in front of it, but unfortunately we didn't take a tram, we took a subway. We just got off on the other side of this, but they have tram that takes you right at the gate of Castello Sforzesco. It looks like it's free and people are just walking in. But they have a fountain right here in front of the main gate. Looks like a castle, looks like an entrance from a castle. But that's where we're headed right now, inside the building. Looks really interesting. I wish it wasn't cold as it is right now so we could enjoy.
Inside this castle, they also have a museum. I'm not sure if this is paid or not. There's a museum right on that side. It goes all about the history of this castle, the architecture. But if you hunt along the walls of this castle, you'll see the authentic columns. So on that side over there has the original columns of this castle because they preserved this. And all around you'll see the statues that have been remaining here. So I think this is really cool. It's a very cool museum to come to. There's so many museums in Milan to go to, so research what you like. Been walking through the park that's right behind the castle for quite a bit now. It's pretty. Right now it's just a little cold for us to be walking, and it was pretty long. We did come a long way, actually. I'm sure that spans like, how many miles? 4 miles, but with the path it's pretty quick. There's somebody playing music over there, so we'll head on over there and get you a closer look at it.
This is a closer look at the arc here. This does look bigger than the Washington Square arc. We were just there a week and a half ago. So we got hungry walking around. Now we are looking for a place to eat. We are looking for pizza or pasta.
This is one of Milan's trams. This is how they operate. So there's a conductor inside and they do gas brake. I don't think they really steer just because they are attached to the wires up there, but these go all around the city. They're pretty old style. They go pretty fast and they also share the roads with the cars. So the tram and cars will be on the same side. Looks like our train is coming, same tram. They have different styles. There's another blue one, but this is ours. So let's go inside. Now one tram ride and then one more bus ride to our restaurant, but I really like these old style trams. They're pretty cool. We are at the restaurant right now, and it's a very nice restaurant. It's called Via Pasteria, and we ordered 2 pastas, and they have an area where you can get your own coffee, get your own drinks, you can buy pasta. I really like it so far, so I'm really excited to try how our food is. Sourabh is over there getting us a pitcher of water, and it's like very modern, but I think they still make really nice pasta. So they only have pasta, no pizza, and they have starters, so I'm really excited to try our food. There's Sourabh bringing our water. They have cute branding in here. I really like it so far. It's a nice experience. So what you do is you order your own pasta, and then they bring it to you, but you go and get your coffee whenever you want and your water whenever you want. Got our first appetizer, and they look pretty good. Sourabh looked up a picture, and it looked like pizza. So these are like pastries, and they look very fancy. Yeah, so like soft tarts with chickpea and tomato, and each of them has their own flavor. Oops. Oh no.
We're back.
All right, we're back. All right, so I think that might be a knife and fork food. Let's dig in. We just got our pasta. I ordered macaroni with zucchini, and it's pretty good. Not as good as I expected it to be, like our restaurant in Venice when we had pasta, but overall really good. Our starter was really good too, so we're gonna eat this and then have some coffee because we got these Nespresso pods, so we just give this to the barista and they'll make our coffees. Cheers. We left that restaurant and started heading to one of the free museums that they have here in Milan, and you can see right behind me they have graffiti on all of these walls. So we see a lot of graffiti, and there's not any graffiti in Venice, but you can see a lot of it here in Milan, so I don't know if they do anything to stop people from vandalizing, but we see a lot. So right now we're like 2-minute walk from the museum. It's free. Hopefully we can get inside and look around. So we're in the museum now. We've been walking around looking at the artwork, but this is the castle where we were earlier, right in this painting. You can see the castle. So that's what it looked like in the old days. It's crazy that we were right there. The museum's really nice. This one's free. I'll drop the name on the screen. They have all kinds of artworks.
Just got off that station. We took a couple of trains to come south in Milan. We came to Navigli district. District is right by the water, and it's known for its cute shops and boutiques right by the water. That's where we're headed. There is one cafe over there that Caitlin wants to go to. Let's see if we find one.
So this district kind of reminds me of Venice just because it is by the water and we just came from there, so of course I'm going to compare it to that, but I've seen that it's really pretty. I think the water is a little dirtier than Venice and not as blue, but it's still pretty and gives you that Italy feeling like Venice does. So let's go walk around the water, look at all the shops, and let's see where this Navigli district takes us. There's lots of more stuff to do. We just didn't have time to do it. Plus it was a little cold, so...
We spent about 45 minutes walking around this Navigli neighborhood. It's really nice when there is sun outside. You can just walk around the canal, and also do boat tours like that. So if you're looking to do a boat tour and don't want to go to Venice, you can still do it. Check out the shops and neighborhoods.
We really hope you liked our vlog today. If you haven't checked out our Switzerland vlogs, go ahead and do that. We actually went to Switzerland right before we came to Italy. We also went to Venice before we came to Milan, so go check those out. Thank you so much for watching. This is our 5th country together. We have many more to explore. Stay tuned, like and subscribe to watch our adventure, and thank you so much for supporting us.